Greetings, theists and non-theists. I am the Atheist Paladin. Today I would like to talk about NOMA, non-overlapping magistra. Other words, saying that science and religion need not to be in conflict. And I've heard both theists and atheists alike adhere to this general idea, and it's fine, so to speak, but ultimately I don't think it's true. The obvious example is young Earth creationism. That's an obvious conflict between religion and science because their religion made certain claims about reality. And I think that's the ultimate flaw because at some point religion does make claims about reality. It doesn't just promote good self-being. It always makes a claim about reality that is false or misleading. There are a lot of moderate Christians that accept evolution, and that's good and that's fine. But when they accept the Big Bang, but what happens when, Stephen Hawking says, gravity is the reason that we exist, or gravity is why things have been created. He just cut gut out with that. They're going to stop believing in God. They're going to stop believing in science. Obviously, they're going to have to choose one thing over another. It's all about how they take approaches to knowledge. With science, it's verification and falsification and proofs and evidence. With religion, it's about revelation and faith. And so these will lead to conflicts in how they deal with differing ideas about how something works or how something is. They're not going to say this is true or false. They're going to say it for different reasons, and they're going to, when there's conflicting reasons, they'll all say I'm true and you're wrong. And with science, doubting and questioning is all a part of the process. These are virtues in science. You're supposed to test them. You're supposed to be rigorous. But if you even take that same sort of scrutiny to religion, oh goodness, you're committing blasphemy. You're doing heresy. You can't have doubt. You can't have questioning. You can't ask for something that's falsifiable in religion. Goodness, you'd throw God out the window for that one. You can't falsify God. And so there's inevitably going to be a conflict, even though some for now are able to square with what science says and what their religion says. Eventually they're going to have to look at the things that the religion says about reality, and they're going to have to think something differently. Inevitably it's going to happen, or unless they find some ways to double think this or have some cognitive dissonance, I don't think science and religion ultimately bed friends. It's always going to get ugly. That's why we always see the rise of anti-science within the ranks of young Earth creationism, because they have the most bone to pick with science, because there's obvious and direct conflicts between what science says about the Earth and about its age and how we came to be and what they interpret the Bible to say. So that's why I think NOMA is a hopeless and utterly failed concern. It's just not going to work. It's nice to say that science tells us how the heavens go, but religion tells us how to go to heaven. It's a nice little soundbite, but ultimately in the end it just doesn't work. So take that for what you will. So remember, I am the Atheist Paladin, and righteousness is the path. Darn, I just messed up my outro. But rationality is the path of righteousness.